What's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out Bridgeside on this Monday night for another edition of Bridgeside Sports Live. We're here with the crew. We're going to talk sports for 30 minutes. Let me introduce you to the crew. First of all, I'm your host. My name is Boo. To my left, we got Fort Hamilton's finest, Winnie.
Hello,
How you doing, buddy?
What's up?
Chilling. And then to his left, rounding out the panel, we got the analyst, Chris Ventra.
What's up?
That's it, okay? And then over here, statistician extraordinaire, Mr. DB Donald Borst. What's up, baby?
Get closer.
All right, relax, guy. Sit down. All right, so without any further ado, let's talk sports in 10. Let's get 10 minutes on the clock. Ooh, I love that sound. And let's kick it off with some football. Let's talk NFL. Yesterday, the big game, the showdown of the top two AFC teams. Crazy game. So, Win, I'm going to start with you. Did the refs get the call right at the end of the game? Was it a touchdown, Pittsburgh touchdown, or was it not a catch?
They 100% got the call right.
Oh, okay.
Was there even a question about the call itself?
Yes, there is a...
I think there's a question whether or not the rule should be changed, but the call itself was 100% right.
Okay, explain why.
Because he did not have possession throughout the completion of the catch. If you think back to a couple years ago, Des Bryant in the playoffs against the Packers, same situation, 100% got the call right. Patriot fans, you're welcome, but it is what it is.
You're welcome.
Chris, what do you think? Is that a catch, not a catch?
I think it should be a catch.
But you think the rule needs to change?
I think the rule needs to change, yeah. I think this is too much now.
I mean, when you watch
it's too subjective, I think.
It's a little bit crazy because you watch it. I mean, it 100% looks like a catch, and even the referees will tell you it looks like a catch, but they go, well, the rule is. Well, then,
correct.
Change the rule.
The rule
is clearly broken. I don't know why it's taken this long. This is years now. This is not the first time this has happened. Nope. You mentioned Des Bryant. Why have they not changed this rule? It's clearly a horrible rule. It looks like if it looks like a catch and it smells like a catch, it's a catch.
The first time this happened, if you remember, Calvin Johnson, probably about 5 years ago,
I do
in the back of the end zone. It's like week 3, he fell. He walked around in the end zone, apparently, but it wasn't good enough for a catch. I think if it looks like a catch and it smells like a catch,
yeah, I just said that. Okay,
I'm agreeing with you, Boo.
Let's go to Chrissy Boy. Chill with that. That's for later. Chris.
Just touch my guy.
Big return by Rodgers. Didn't really work out as planned. Did the Packers rush him back? Should he not have been playing yesterday? He threw, what did he throw, 3 picks?
Yeah, he did, yep.
That's not usual Rodgers. Should he have been playing yesterday?
Well, what was their record? What was their record going to the game?
It was 7-6.
7-6. So they had a shot for the playoffs, and they want to win and they want to make the playoffs because when you got Rodgers on your team, you could go as far as the championship and win the Super Bowl. So I think you got to play him if he's healthy and you know he's healthy. Yeah, I don't think it was a health concern.
You just don't usually see Rodgers throw 3 picks, though.
He was a little rusty, I guess.
There was
a little rusty. Carolina's not a bad defense either. I mean, they get pressure. They got a good front 7 and stuff.
That was a tough first game to come back to. Carolina on the road.
I mean, they had a good, like you said, a good front 7.
Year,
But one of the picks he threw was off his back foot. He said he was trying to throw it away and just didn't get it out far enough.
Yeah.
Like that's not typical Rodgers.
Well, it looks like their season's over. Let's get to the last question here, just from the games yesterday. I thought it was very interesting. The Rams just completely spanked Seattle in Seattle.
Yeah,
Were you surprised by this?
I was stunned. I know the Seahawks aren't what they typically are with no, Sherman and stuff, no Chancellor. But, you still got Wagner, you still got Thomas. They just got dominated. They got manhandled.
And you were surprised?
Yeah. Did you think... You're telling me
you're big on this Rams team, right?
I've been big on this Rams team.
I like the Rams. You're going to say you weren't surprised to go into Seattle and run up 40 points practically in the first half?
Well,
that doesn't surprise you?
Blowing them out like that is a little surprising, but I don't think the Seahawks are that good anymore. They're just not. Jaguars destroyed them too the week before, and if anybody thinks they didn't, because they look at the final score.
Don't forget, Seattle's a hard team to figure out because then they beat the Eagles.
They're a different team on the road,
right? They're different when they are on the road at home.
No, I know, but I'm just saying to the Jaguars' point of view. You're talking about the Jags. They went on the road, West Coast team going east. And they're not maybe as dominant as they were at home, but they're still a Seahawk team at home with Wilson.
Right, they got Wilson.
And Wagner and Tom. They still and a good defensive line with Bennett and Richardson. I mean,
all right, let's keep it moving. Now we're going to talk a little bit playoff seeding starting.
Wait. Good defense. Oh, defensive line. Okay.
Playoffs are starting to kind of shape up a little bit. Chris, is there any chance, just judging from yesterday's game, can Pittsburgh beat New England in the playoffs?
I mean, if New England's going to have the home field advantage, I don't think they can win.
New England's actually been better on the road this year, which is strange. because they usually do have a huge home field advantage.
In the playoffs, you know,
It's
you
tough
don't
to
want to
win
go
in
to New
Gillette.
England. Pittsburgh,
No
doesn't
shot.
have a good record versus. Like, I just don't see them, especially Antonio Brown. He's gone.
Yeah.
Is he going to even come back for the playoffs at all? I don't think he
That's
will.
the big question. If he's not around, I don't think he's got.
I don't think they got a shot. Yeah, I think New England's a team to beat, but I actually do think the Jaguars might have a shot.
Well, because
I
a good
think the
defense can
Jaguars
always
have a
stop a
shot.
good offense. But
And Bortles has been playing a
It'll
lot
be
better.
if Bortles can hold on to the ball,
Right.
not turn it over. But let's go to win now. So it looks like in the NFC, you kind of see who's going to have the buys and everything. Who's going to get that 6th spot? Is it going to be, because right now it's Atlanta. Let's say they lose today. It's a real toss-up. You still have Dallas in the mix. You still have
They're not
Seattle.
losing.
You still have Detroit. Who gets that 6th seed?
I think Atlanta.
Yeah, if they win today, it
I
looks
think
like they
Atlanta
pretty
holds
much.
on.
Well,
Don't you
Atlanta's
agree?
got to win this game if they're going to be a playoff team. If they lose this game, they don't deserve it.
Yeah, if they can't beat
Tampa Bay's
Bay,
horrible.
I mean, Tampa Bay's horrible, but on the road, Monday Night Football, don't be surprised that game's closer than what you think.
Division game. Yeah.
Don't be surprised it's a one-score
got
game
that.
late in the game.
They definitely have the inside track though, and then Chris, the Titans. They were a weird team. I don't know how they were like 8-5.
Me and Donnie loved them before the season.
I know. I didn't like them much, and they really haven't played well. Mariota has not played well. Did they just blow their chance at the playoffs yesterday? Losing
Yeah,
to San
they're
Fran?
not making the playoffs. But I mean, I think Mariota's hurt because Mariota's not this bad. He's not this bad. He's much better than this. He's having a horrible year. I think they're going to bounce back. I think especially he will bounce back next year. But this is not the year for them, and they don't deserve to make the playoffs. Absolutely not with the other teams that are around them.
Falcons play New Orleans next week.
Okay, so still the
sick
inside
matchup.
track. There'll be a
Tough
game up if they win today on everybody else. So let's talk basketball. We'll start with win. What do you call it? The Celtics are still holding on to the 1 spot, but the Cavs are
Borrowed
right.
time.
Yeah. What do you
Borrowed
think? How
time.
much longer can they hold them off?
The new year, maybe.
That's
Another
it?
couple weeks.
And then no looking back for the
They're
Cavs?
a game and a half out. The Cavs are kind of back to where they were last year. They
Well,
look like the
LeBron's
better
playing
team
like
now.
an MVP.
He's playing like a man possessed, and he's the best player in the league for
The guy doesn't slow down.
He
man.
doesn't.
But I
He's
do
a
think
machine.
I think they're going to be jostling all season. I think they're jostling for position. All
I think
season.
they go back. They probably will go back with you, right? But I do think that ultimately Cleveland takes the
I don't
loss.
think so. I think the Cavs are going to win the East by like 8 games.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Maybe they pull away at the end. Yeah.
And don't forget Isaiah Thomas coming back in the not too distant future.
right.
Chris, huge game at the Garden. Melo's return.
Yeah.
What did you think about it? Were you impressed? What did you think about the whole scene?
Well, I'm not a big Nick fan like you guys are. I mean, you're a Nick fan, right?
I tried.
But I just Melo's garbage. That's what it comes down
He
to.
played
Nobody cares
horrible.
about Melo that much. I don't know. He's done. At this point in his career, he's a role player that shoots, and that's about it. He doesn't do anything else. He doesn't help the team that much. Look, he goes to a team. The team got worse. Didn't get better.
Did you,
It doesn't make
think
sense.
he deserved the tribute, the video tribute, and all that stuff?
They had to. I mean,
The guy never
really,
accomplished
Yeah,
anything.
he did.
They
really,
won one playoff series.
It's a very forgettable 7 years. Let's be honest.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, if
did
somebody,
nothing.
if
I
you
would've
ask a
said
Nick
no
fan,
tribute.
if you ask a Nick fan, Allen Houston or Carmelo Anthony, you take Houston any day of the week.
100%.
Sprewell or Carmelo Anthony,
Right.
you take Sprewell.
And look,
I'm not even going to the
now
90s team.
Now he's gone, and the team's much better. They're much
he was
better.
a black hole. I've said that
exactly.
exact term a
He
million
wasted
times.
Knicks are
usage.
interesting to watch again. He doesn't just hold the ball. Yeah, it was painful. I'm so glad that he's gone.
Yeah, I would be too if I was a Nick fan.
Let's switch it up to baseball. Actually, we're going to cut that last. Let's just go straight to baseball. The big trade was Stanton. You guys talked about it last week a little bit.
Wow.
Any other big trades or signings at the beginning so far that you think really are going to make a difference?
Well, I'm going to say the Red Sox. It's not a huge thing, but the Red Sox just signed Moreland, and that means they're out of the Hosmer.
You're
running.
big on Hosmer?
I love Hosmer.
You were obsessed with him.
I know you're a big fan. I'm not a huge fan, but I think the Red Sox got to do something to keep up with the Yankees. I mean, let's be honest here. The Yankees look like a powerhouse right now. I don't think
Offensively?
And they're not done.
And they're not done, exactly. They trade Cole, which I'm sorry. They get Cole, which I think they're going to do. I think they're going to trade Frazier because they don't have anybody anywhere to play him.
Which stinks.
Which stinks. I think he's going to be a stud.
Yeah.
But I think the Red Sox got to make a move.
Well, what about anybody that's just been traded or a free agent signed early on that you like?
Well,
talked
me and
about a
Donnie
few.
were talking about this the other day. Cozart to the Angels.
You like the Angels with what they've done?
Well, Donnie does. I'm not as big on it as Donnie.
Love him.
All of a sudden,
why
they're stacked.
Why do you love? Yeah, the Angels. Pujols
stacked.
is still hitting fourth 10 years.
and he's batting 230
100 RBIs last year. Let's
Yeah, well, I mean,
He's
come
batting
on,
fourth.
bro.
Anybody
Behind Mike Trout.
230?
Mike Trout, Albert
You
Pujols.
didn't answer my question.
They brought in Shohei Ohtani, the next coming of Christ.
That was a good. That's
Ian Kinsler, Zach Cozart. The line, and they already
Kinsler's
had
a better
Simmons.
signing than
Simmons was
Cozart.
a good player last year.
Maybe.
Their lineup's going to be good.
All right, who's the next big guy? Like we said, Stanton's now he's on the Yankees. That is going to go somewhere that you can't wait to see where they go. When
Darvish. How do we not know where Darvish goes? I know he didn't have a great
no idea.
playoffs, but I mean, the guy's over a K an inning. He's pretty reliable after
Chris,
the Tommy John.
What do you think, Chris? Who's the
the next big signing. I still think Hosmer's the next big signing, but I just don't know where he's going to go.
Disagree.
I love
JD
Moustakas.
Martinez, bro.
Oh,
JD
you
Martinez,
like
and if he
JD?
signs with the Red Sox, man, that's a big
problem.
Red Sox pickup.
That's a problem.
Real quick, last question. Ohtani in fantasy, they said he's going to be treated as two different players.
Never happened before.
What do you think about that? You're going to draft him as a hitter or a pitcher?
Wait, can you draft him as both?
No, they're two separate players.
What?
Yahoo! That's how they're.
I didn't know
handling it.
that.
They're gonna have. You can draft Ohtani, the pitcher. We're going into overtime. Or
my
Ohtani,
God,
the
that's
hitter.
I'm not drafting either of those Otanis.
No, would you draft either?
I'll draft them both.
I'll draft. You could draft
draft
both
both.
So you
Otanis.
have to waste 2 draft picks, but then
I'm the
you
same guy.
That's
Oh my
ridiculous.
God, he gets hurt. You lose 2 picks.
That's a little ridiculous.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, mind
I know,
blown.
it's crazy. All right,
It's
that's
not worth
sports
it.
in 10. Let's move right on to our Are You Kidding Me, right?
Yeah.
So, Chris, I know you got an Are You Kidding Me this week. You had it early this week. I'm very excited to hear what this
Chris
week
has
is.
always got really
You were like,
out
you know,
there.
sometimes we're like, all right, whose turn is it? And we think about it all week. Chris was like, I got one.
Yeah.
Told
So
the crew.
there's a reason why I'm wearing
Hold
my
on one
Italian
second. Hold
sweater.
on one second. Can we get 5 minutes on the clock? Thank you.
There we go.
ahead.
All right. Yeah. The reason why I'm wearing the Italian sweater, it's because of this.
You wear that every week. You wear something Italian every week.
Yeah.
But
Soccer jerseys, sweaters,
Here-
hats,
here's the statement.
headbands.
Right.
the statement is, Jimmy Garoppolo will be the greatest Italian quarterback of all time. Of all
List
time.
of others.
Now,
So
I'm
let's
going to tell you,
run
I know
off
who they
some
are.
Italian- okay.
Off the top of my head. And there's really only 2 that are important. Joe Montana, Dan Marino.
Well, let's not forget about Vinny
Vinny
Testaverde.
Testaverde.
I was thinking
He's
Vinny
awful.
Testaverde.
He's
Yeah,
awful,
yeah,
Vinny
I
Testaverde.
forgot Marino and Montana
Yeah.
for some
They're
reason.
much better than Vinny
Is Joe
Testaverde.
Montana Italian?
He might be like
Yep.
South American.
I looked all this up. Joe Montana's Italian
Wait a
American.
second. So
Dan Marino's
it doesn't
Italian
even matter
American.
because you're picking 2 of the best quarterbacks of all. Like 2.
Right. Basically, the question is, he's going to be one of the greatest quarterbacks.
This
of all
might be
time.
the craziest
That's
one
the
we've ever
statement.
had.
This is by far the craziest. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
I the first person I
Yep.
thought was Vinny Testaverde, right?
Yeah,
For
that
some
me too.
reason, Testaverde popped in my head.
Joe
I'm like,
Flacco?
Oh, he's horrible.
is he going to be better than Testaverde in my head? I'm like, it's a lot of yardage Testaverde threw for. That'd
Yeah,
be
but he threw a
pretty
ton
good,
of picks
That'd be a
also.
pretty good career if he did. But you think he's going to be better than
All right,
Dan
so
Marino and
state
Joe
your case.
Montana?
Why do you love Garoppolo so much?
I mean, have you been watching him lately?
He played 2 games.
Last week he threw for 380 yards. Week before he threw for 335. Like,
Eli
I mean, the
Manning
guy's
threw for
lighting it up.
450
Yeah, but he
this week.
just came in onto a San Francisco team that's
played the
not good at all.
Texans and the Titans.
He's got no receiver besides Goodwin. He has like no receivers. Okay, Hyde's been playing terrible.
I'm not saying Garoppolo's not going to be good, but that's a tremendous.
This is why it's an. Are
statement.
you kidding me?
That is tremendous.
shouldn't there be
now
some
I'm just thinking
guidelines
about
around
Italian
this?
football players in general, and I'm just
Franco
trying to think
Harris,
at every position.
the immaculate reception.
Franco Harris.
Yeah.
Why, 'cause his first
No,
name's
he's
Franco?
Italian.
I don't think
looked
he's
these things
Italian.
up.
I mean, see,
Look it up.
Donnie's got a list of
most them are
Italian-
absolute garbage. We have a couple of guys that are good. All right, so Vince Ferragamo was apparently a very good quarterback. Like, I'm going like back to the '60s.
Is that the guy in the Eagles in Miracle? Not Miracle.
No.
All right, next.
I
Who
hate
else you
it.
got?
Let's see. Of course, Babe Perilli, Dan Pastorini,
All right, come on.
who else?
Gino Toretta.
Can we browse this list so we don't say every name, please?
No, I'm just going over the highlights.
Oh,
Find the good ones.
Those are the highlights?
Well, no, because you already got Marino, you already got Montana, you already got Testaverde. Daryl LaMonica was also another one. I believe he was
All
with the
right.
Raiders back in the day.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh, Piccolo. Brian Piccolo used to be a running
Brian
back.
Piccolo.
We're
for the
talking
Bears.
about quarterbacks, though. Why are you saying that?
I don't know. Those are all random
No,
players.
he said the
huh?
greatest Italian American football player.
No, I
You
said quarterback. But it's got to be a quarterback because we.
Yeah.
very,
I mean-
very broad.
Christopher, I don't know
That
about
is.
that.
You don't agree?
Don't agree. I don't think you can find the person on the face of the planet that agrees with that.
Watch
Watch
what
what?
happens. Watch
By
his
the way,
career.
Jimmy Garoppolo, most importantly, not on this list yet.
Paul, what
which
do you
I
got?
believe was made
Not
in
yet.
2007.
The best quarterback on the San Francisco 49ers.
Wow. What does that mean? I don't
C.J. Bethard is on the is the other quarterback.
Montana, though, actually.
Do you mean of all time?
Oh, you mean because Joe Montana? I
Steve
got
Young
you saying.
so is probably going to be better.
Steve Young
probably.
is
He's of course going to be better.
Steve
than
Young is not
Vader.
Italian,
He's
though.
making you doubt yourself.
Again, I'm switching.
I got what you're saying. But no, yeah, he's going to be one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time when it's all said and done. I'm marking it now.
I think you just
I'm saying it now.
I think you just have a man crush on him.
No,
That's what
I
it
just
comes
think
down
he's a
to. You
great
said-
quarterback.
You came in the other day and
I
said,
wish he was on the
quote,
Giants.
"Oh, he's going to be great. He's a good-looking, nice Italian quarterback." You never mentioned anything about him playing his skill.
And here's the other thing. But speaking of Joe Montana and Dan Marino, who's a better quarterback, Joe Montana or Dan Marino? Who's the better quarterback of all time?
Dan Marino's got the stats, and
Montana has the rings. I mean,
I
you
think
gotta go
it's
Montana.
Marino. I looked at the
Gotta go
stats.
Montana.
I think it's Marino. He's got better stats overall.
Of course he does.
probably
He has the best
Marino.
stats of all time before Manning.
Yeah, he has unbelievable
And I think
stats.
Favre challenges him for certain things.
Right,
now,
right.
yeah.
You're right. But it was also a different time when he
Favre
played.
threw a lot more picks.
You know,
Yeah.
but how do you not go Montana? He's got 4 rings.
Yeah,
he
but
was
rings aren't
considered the
everything.
greatest of all time before Brady came along.
I know, but Marino's on a garbage Dolphins team for many, many years. He carried that team.
Says.
Why do you think?
Yeah, Montana had Jerry Rice. He had great defenses. It's a
Yeah,
different
he had
story.
Bill Walsh too. I
It's
get
like saying
that.
Eli Manning's better than Phillip Rivers, which probably is not true.
We're going back.
We're going
to
back
Eli
to that.
Manning, Phillip
Rivers has
I'm,
zero-
I'm still trying to get over this statement. Is Garoppolo the most handsome Italian quarterback of all
Absolutely,
time?
that's what
Is he the best looking quarterback in football?
He might be the best looking quarterback of all
Tom
time.
Brady?
You think he's better looking than Tom Brady?
I mean, yeah, Tom Brady's good looking. I can't deny that.
Who else?
He's
is
almost
up
a
there?
model.
Who else would
Have
you
you
put
ever
up
seen
there?
Josh McCown? Human Kendall.
That was his nickname in college? I don't really have anything else to say. I'm still shocked at his statement.
I'm making
it's
the
so
statement.
absurd.
It is absurd.
I think he's more likely to be Matt Castle than he's Joe Montana.
He's
so.
my boy.
All right.
He's your
But
boy's
it's
boy.
your boy.
Well, thank you for
Boy's boy.
entertaining us.
was
You
very
never thought you were going to be
No
searching
doubt.
that up today, huh? Best Italian quarterbacks of all time?
What's the name of that website, by the way?
Italian American football player.
.com.
.com?
That's CO/UK.
It's actually www.italiansurus.com.
Italians are us. Toys are us.
Chris
The
made
website and the website looks like it was built in like the 90s, like when AOL 3.0 was
it
around.
had Netscape.
All right.
It's awful.
All right, we're moving on. What do we got? Bridgeside Challenge?
All right, so here's what we got today, fellas. We're going to go with a little bit of a different flavor. We're going to go to the ring. We're going to settle our disputes inside of the Rock'em Sock'em Robots ring today.
Can I be Jimmy Garoppolo?
No, you cannot.
No,
So
he's not playing.
Chris came up with an interesting little idea.
Yeah.
So in the red corner, representing tonight's Monday Night Football game, we have Julio Jones. And in the blue corner, we have Brent Grimes as to who's going to have the better game coverage-wise.
Get loose.
Right.
That
Is
question.
Julio going to go off, or is Grimes going to lock him down a little bit? Because you know Julio's going to have a couple of numbers.
All right,
You
so
know?
let's get into the ring. Let's get psyched up.
One round?
We're going to do a round.
We're going to do best out of three.
Three
right?
rounds. 3 rounds. Best of 3.
Best of
Best
three.
of three.
Start from
I'll
the
give
back.
it to you. I'll give it to you.
I'm all the way back.
Okay, so we're going to start
Ding, ding.
in 3, 2, 1.
Boom.
Oh!
Point.
Boom. Quick knockout.
We got Brett Grimes with a quick knock.
His wife's
Strong right.
His wife is tweeting something right now, Brent Grimes.
3,
He's going to have a pick in the first
2,
quarter, I guess.
1. Oh, they're playing a little conservative now.
Oh, got him.
Oh,
1-1.
Julio Jones with a strong right.
He broke my
No, just put it back on the platform then.
Listen, this is, I mean, you know, these toys, they didn't make
is
it
a
well
very
back
They're
then.
not made the way they
toy.
used
This
to
is
be.
a goddamn Mattel.
It was never like this before when I used to
Mattel
play
is-
some soccer robots.
Mattel is tanking.
That's
All
it. Series over.
So we
Well, it
don't
looks
know.
like we're going to have an evenly matched game tonight.
Come on. And you know what was the worst? And
I'm going to maintain it. You guys talk for a minute. I'll bring it back.
Once Wynn knew that
No, you
this
never
was
did this.
happening, we were doing like the pre-production stuff. Wynn wasn't taking part in any of it. He was just sitting here practicing.
Playing with
I
that.
saw him actually working on the perfect punch, and he kept trying to get the
Absolutely.
perfect
Why would I-
punch.
why would I
while
not?
we're actually working trying to set up.
What were
It
you
was
working
ridiculous.
on? We had people set up the set. Don't act like you worked in. You had you walked in. You had a gyro, and you sat down and put an earpiece in your ear.
I did. I
Yeah.
had some Greek food tonight. I
That's
probably
why it
breathing
stinks
all over.
in here.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Little tzatziki sauce. I'm getting hit left and right with it.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. You always have to look for that advantage. That's why you win, man.
I like to
You're
win. I
brutal.
don't like to lose. What do you want me to do?
Well, right now it's a tie. I
It's a
guess we're going to
tie.
end like that. This
right.
was a great idea.
Yeah,
Matt.
great idea. It worked really well.
Maybe
How
we'll
did
go back
break-
to trivia next week. Guys, in the meantime, you want to thumb wrestle, arm wrestle, or something?
Want to rock, paper,
Thumb
scissors?
wrestle tiebreaker.
All right.
Well, I don't know how to do that.
Ready?
All right.
Three takes it? Like
You
three.
do one,
1,
two,
2, 3.
three.
We're going.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You have longer hands and shit.
No sneak attack.
Can I tag team?
No spooning. You're spooning.
What does that even mean?
Oh,
It means
I got him. Oh,
is-
he got me.
This is the stupidest
Yes,
thing
sir!
I've ever
Champion.
seen
We're back,
on
we're back.
television.
I already won, though.
No, I don't care.
Come on, I just beat him in the thumb wrestle.
It's already too late. I had to endure announcing a thumb wrestling
Nah,
match.
here we go.
That was terrible.
We're gonna do. We have to
Ring
do
the bell.
tiebreaker.
Ring the
This is
bell.
the tiebreaker.
3, 2, 1, ding. Red Grimes.
So
Wow.
Julio's not going to
Yeah,
have
my
a big
life.
day.
Thing off the
And I
table.
really,
Just get it off the table.
I really need Julio to have a big day too. That's the problem.
Oh,
A
man.
huge
well, that's
matchup.
the beginning and end of
Fantasy
an era.
championship.
That was fun.
All right. Well,
Maybe next week we'll play video games. Those
That'll
don't
be
break.
a lot better.
Maybe next week we'll
Madden.
do anything else. Yeah. that'll be great.
All in all, another
Monopoly.
successful challenge, fellas.
Monopoly.
My first win, I think.
Yeah, hey, let's take it to our
First
question of the
challenge.
week. So we had a ton of responses, which was great to hear from everybody. We're just going to throw it out there. What is currently the best franchise in all of sports? That was our question of the week. The word currently
This is very tricky.
confused me a little bit because when I think franchise, I think of the whole history of the franchise. But I was scolded and said, no, it's currently.
Which
So
means,
it means right now.
well, does that mean like the last 10 years, last 15 years? Or...
Set some parameters here, Donnie.
Yeah.
It's currently the best franchise in sports.
Yeah, but there has to be a timeline.
That has to-
Okay, whatever it is.
No, it's currently today.
Currently
Who's the best
today,
franchise in
it
sports?
begins and ends with the New York Yankees. I mean, what kind of question is that?
That's all time.
No, not all time. Even right now, they make the most money in the biggest market.
So you're,
Okay.
so you're
Come
judging
on.
it by how much money you make.
Business.
and they have the most championships. Is this even
no,
a question?
again, that's a historical precedent.
Right.
We're talking about today.
Today, they just
The last championship they won, well, 09. So what do you?
okay, but it also
It's the only
means
one in the last like 15 years.
right. Yeah, I
It's not
understand
the top
that.
franchise to me. I don't know.
So who do you think it is?
I got New England. I'm going to say New England.
I'd have to go New England myself as
Yeah,
well.
Patriots. You got to say Patriots.
I mean, that's
Five championships in the last 15 years.
I get that, but why not? Well,
Can you think of anybody better?
You can't say you
guys.
can't
I'm going
say
to
the
tell you
Cavs or
something
anything.
that ESPN said. ESPN they rank the franchises each year, the top all the way to the bottom sports franchises.
All the way to the
right?
bottom.
Nashville Predators.
The Nashville Predators are number one.
What?
In all of
Really?
sports.
I threw it out.
Why?
I'm not even
Wait,
kidding.
why?
I had no
the
idea.
Nashville Predators say they deliver more value to their fans than any other sports franchise.
What does that mean?
Their
Exactly.
arena
It
is
means-
ridiculous.
It's the entire experience in
Okay.
terms of the product they put out there.
Right.
Just every
Pricing.
single
It's
facet.
probably somewhat affordable.
Pricing, the stadium, the state of the art. They say,
They have a good team.
Never won a ship.
and they're still the number. So that goes to show you never won a race.
Never won a
It
race.
goes to show you that ESPN doesn't think winning championships.
Or what about the Dallas Cowboys? I know we had a lot of comments about them. They're America's,
America's
team.
team.
Donnie, what
Yeah,
do you got
Donnie, give
there?
us some comments.
Let's
here.
rip some comments.
They're America's trash.
We got
Wow.
we got
Hate the
Gonna
Cowboys.
get a lot of hate mail.
DTX underscore Terry 20. He has the Dallas Cowboys and FC Barcelona.
Shot.
A little bark
FC
action.
Barcelona.
All right, talk about soccer, Chris, because I know you're a huge soccer guy.
Yeah, you could say Barcelona. You could say
What about
also
Man
Real
U?
Madrid.
Real
Or
Madrid is up
Man
there.
U.
Yeah, Man U
Sheriff.
hasn't been the same of late.
Listen, I know nothing about soccer.
I know,
I'm just throwing teams out there.
They
I've
are a
heard
great.
of.
They are a great, classic franchise, but they haven't been as good as Barcelona and Madrid in the last 5 to 10 years.
All right, in baseball, it's clearly the Yankees. If you want to say football, it's the Patriots.
Well, what about
you want to go hockey? It's the Canadians. I know I'm talking all the time
Yeah,
again,
Canadians
but
well,
got
what about the San
27
Francisco
cups.
Giants?
what
they
about
won.
them?
They won 3 World Series
24 cups.
out of 6 years.
Who?
San Francisco Giants.
Yeah, I mean, but
That
they
was pretty
also-
recent.
they
And
came
the
in last
Giants
place
have
last year.
a beautiful stadium.
Yeah.
Their fan base is very loyal. It's probably the Giants are a pretty good pick.
Yeah. I mean,
I got Sween Dog 08 begs to differ. He thinks it's the Cubs.
Well, I don't know if you could say
just
the
because they
Cubs.
won one in
No,
the
but you also
900
have
years.
the ballpark. You have the
Yeah,
Majesty.
that's the same type of stuff.
But I'm saying they have that
But you
aura
guys-
about them every year.
You
They're a
guys are
favorite.
saying
You-
all this stuff, but the Yankees have all this stuff and more.
I hate the
Yeah, that
Yankee
stadium's
Stadium.
a treasure.
Well, you
It's really
worry-
not that. Yeah, it's
But you're talking about like things that teams have, but
yeah,
Well,
because
listen-
you could say okay, the Cubs, the Orioles, and everything. The Browns have a nice fan club. You know, their fans are great. The dog
I don't
pound,
know
they got
if
all that
that's
shit. They're
true,
garbage.
actually.
They wear paper bags over their.
there was a guy.
Yeah.
There was
classic.
there was a guy with a jersey yesterday, a Browns fan. It said he had a Manziel jersey on, and it said, "Man, do we stink." On the back of the jersey over his name.
Yeah,
Can't draft the
great
quarterback.
Fan base in Cleveland. It's a bunch of schmucks with like dog masks on.
Sick.
Dude,
the dog pound.
When you talk about just talk about football, I know you said Patriots, but I think the Packers kind of deliver that. They're up there too.
Yeah,
in
'cause
terms
the
of
Lambeau
classic,
guys.
yeah, they're
They have
classic.
all those things, and they've been good recently too. I think you could throw them in the mix.
It's a very
I know Mark
subjective.
Elliptis would be happy about that.
It's a very subjective question. It's all what kind of lens you put it at. If you take all time, if you take right now, if you take winning, if you take making money, if you take the fan experience,
That is
you're
true.
going to get a million different answers. But I think
why it's
overall,
vague.
what? No, I understand. But and that brings a lot of different comments. I know we had a couple FC Barcelonas, which is
Yeah,
I know they're a famed team, but I was surprised to see that much of them. I don't know. You tell me. Chris.
Because they won Champions Leagues, and that's like probably one of the hardest things to win in sports.
They also, like the Yankees, always go out and get the top players available if they
Right.
can. I mean, they're movers and shakers. They're always relevant.
Yeah, I
even if
mean,
they don't win their league.
It also comes down to whether or not it's fair that smaller market teams will never be in this conversation. I know you said Nashville, according to ESPN.
Yeah,
but-
because I guess they're kind of bringing that down. They're trying to bring that point to life. Is that you don't have to be these. They're trying to give other teams a shot.
I mean,
because-
I will say that the Nashville Predators playoff, watching those hockey games were ridiculous.
Yeah.
They were unbelievable. It was almost like I wanted to go to a game there because it sounded like nothing I've ever heard
They
before.
really made a run, and it was an exciting run. They made a lot of people happy in hockey, and they played probably the best games in the playoffs.
No,
I
they-
remember.
Yeah, but the experience itself did look pretty awesome. From
What about
somebody
the
who doesn't know
Golden
much
State
about-
Warriors?
well, I was going to say basketball, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what's the top franchise in basketball?
Right now, it's got to be Golden State.
It's got to be Golden
Has
State.
to be. Yeah.
It's got to be.
Yeah, we have a bunch
That
of people
arena.
mention Golden
That arena.
State.
I'm sorry, guy Donnie. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, like commenting with the comments, we got some Golden States there. The Celtics, because they're always relevant and they have that fan base.
True.
Again, that comes with the aura every year where they're always relevant.
I tell you what, though, Golden State, even before Curry, that arena was crazy, Arco. When they had Baron Davis, probably about 10,
Yes, I
12 years
remember
ago,
Baron Davis.
when they were up and down, that team, that place was rocking when they beat the Mavs. I don't know if you remember.
When was the last time the Celtics won a championship?
I think it was 08 around there when they had that.
Anything is
3.
possible!
Oh, wait.
Um,
okay.
Donnie, I know you have a comment.
And then Tommy in the control room is the Spurs. Always relevant.
Yeah.
Great. Again, a second market, but the arena's always rocking. They're a good fan base.
The Spurs are definitely up there, but you got to see what they do without Timmy. You know,
good
they
right
got
now.
they got Kawhi.
No,
I mean,
I know.
listen. If you ask us, you got to say Lakers too. I feel like Lakers have been a more. I mean, just as storied
More
as the Celtics,
consistent.
and they've been better recently than. I mean, not recently, but over the past 15 years, they've been better than the Celtics. I think the Lakers are one of the top franchises in all sports. You have to mention them in there.
Absolutely. They might be
That's
they're
like an
argu-
all-time.
They're arguably the best NBA franchise of all time, them and the Celtics. I think.
Celtics, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But let's put it this way, and everybody's going to have to give an answer. We're going to go around. And we're going to say right now, which fan base would you want to be? Which team would you want to be a fan of more in all of sports? Like, which one are you the happiest to be a fan?
Yeah,
of?
but
If you were to be-
aren't we biased because we?
Yeah,
No,
I'm gonna be very
saying if you
biased
were
there.
to be like, do you think like Pats fans have to be just
I hate 'em.
thrilled
Hate
with what
'em.
their franchise has done over the last
Yeah, of course.
10, 15 years?
Because they were garbage before that. Before Belichick and Brady,
No, it's
they
like
were
we're Knicks
garbage.
fans, but we're miserable Knicks fans. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
we know the franchise. Giants, I'm proud to be a Giants
Yes,
fan.
not
been a great
lately.
They've
franchise.
held their own, but
Not lately, but
You have to give an answer.
not giving the Yankees. I mean, obviously, I'm going to say the Yankees.
gonna say the
'cause
Yankees.
this is the most excited I've been about the Yankees probably the last 7-8 years. You know what I mean? They're young. They have a lot of guys coming up, and you like watching them.
they are exciting.
Who do you got? Something? I'm trying to take myself out of it
Like
for
a
a second.
team that I would love to be a fan of the most. Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right.
Wow.
I like the Jaguars.
I never
I
thought
would
we'd
love
end up going
defense,
there.
and I love
Okay.
football.
They get like a quarter of their stadium filled, I think.
I know,
But
but,
they
that's
do
not
have,
about
like, a
that.
sick hot
I love
tub
their
in the
team.
end zone
I love
if you feel
Jalen
that.
All right,
Ramsey,
I get you.
AJ Bouye.
Donnie, what's your answer?
I go Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers, okay.
Every year, it's one of the best fan bases. You know, they're all over the country. Like they go everywhere.
They are one of the best current franchises, by the way. Definitely.
No, absolutely, yeah. That's why
They've had two head coaches the last 30 years. I'm going to throw out there the Green Bay Packers.
All right, that's a good one too.
Because I'd want to be the owner.
All right. So, anyway, that's it. Let's wrap
Live in
it
Green
up.
Bay, you're the
Right.
owner.
Thanks everybody for tuning in for another edition of Bridgeside Sports Live. Check out tomorrow night Bridgeside Live. We're gonna have the Josh Nelson Project right up here at 8:00 tomorrow. So please tune in for that. Free music, streaming live on Bridgeside Live. So for Donnie, the analyst, and Winnie, I'm Boo, and we'll see you next Monday.
Go Bridgeside.
Jimmy Garoppolo, baby.
Oh wait, no, we're taking off for Christmas, everybody. Christmas. We'll see. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas if we're still running.
And a Happy New Year.
You filthy animals.
Merry Christmas.